Real quick before the video starts, as most of you know, I just finished playing Twisted League, and I did in fact spend the whole time doing AFK stuff on the UIM. However, the videos were a bit behind before Twisted League started, so the next couple of videos are leading up to getting to that AFK point. And you'll hear me reference the start of Twisted League quite a few times, so that's the reason why. But I think it's after the next video. Each of the following videos will be at least a week's worth of AFKing, if not more for some of them. I wasn't streaming during Twisted League because I was busy editing and uploading pretty much daily videos, but now that we're back on the UIM, I have time to stream again. Just keep in mind that the stream has spoilers since the videos are still far behind, but if you do want to watch the progress live, it's twitch.tv/wild_mudkip, and you can turn on notifications there if you want to be able to catch me live. And the great thing about these spoilers is that the videos are so far behind that by the time you actually see the video, you'll have forgotten what even happened in the stream. Anyways, I got a lot of good stuff done in the last couple months, and I'm very excited to show you that progress over the next couple weeks. So with that said, thank you so much for the continued support, and let's get into the video. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Ironman. So last video actually took about 3 weeks to record. I don't think I mentioned that, but I didn't really play too much, which is why it took so long. I'm recording this right now in real time, directly after getting 91 Slayer, as you can see right here. But Leagues is starting in 6 days, but you may not even be seeing this video until we're like a month into Leagues or something, since I'm putting all my time into it. But in real time, Leagues has not started yet, and let's just hope there's no game-breaking bugs, because you know, with a lot of the Deadman tournaments in the past, well, we all know how those went. But anyways, we just got 91 Slayer, which means we unlock Cerberus, which is a boss, which I want to start fighting. And luckily, to get 91 Slayer, we had just gotten a Headhound's task, which is what we need for Cerb, because Cerb is task only. So Cerberus is down here in this dungeon right here, and to get to Cerb, this shortcut is pretty much necessary, because if you don't have this shortcut, every time you have to run around, I guess not necessary, but you have to run around here every time, and you know, with a limited inventory, I can't do that many kills per trip, especially because I suck too. But Cerberus is right around in here. This is the lair. But this shortcut requires 80 agility, which we only have 76 right now. So I think that should be the last thing that we need to do before we can start doing Cerb, is get 80 agility. So my main goal before Leagues is to get that level, and then that means right after Leagues ends, we can go straight into Cerb and won't have to do any more prep. But before we start training agility, there's a few things I want to do. You may have noticed last video, near the end of it, I had this Dark Totem saved up in the inventory, because we have not yet killed Skatizo. And there is a task for the Karen and Kebos, I think it's Elite. Yeah, defeats Skatizo. So we're going to do that task right now. I'm just going to suicide and grab the items I need. Because first off, Skatizo is a dangerous death, meaning if I die in there or if I DC and die, I will lose everything. And then second off, just to maximize the inventory space for food and potions or whatever. I've only killed Skatizo once on my main and once on my hardcore. And I just never really like felt the need to kill the boss. And I probably won't be killing it too much on here either, just because of all the prep that goes into each kill. Unless you want to play it risky and, you know, risk DCing and losing everything on the UIM. OSRS loses it all. OSRS, let's go suicide. Originally, my plan was to use Void for this kill, but I think instead, just to save space and have more food that way in the inventory, I think I'll just go with the Varix Plate Skirt and the Fighter Torso, because at Skatizo, untradables are not lost on death. Everything else is lost, and as a UIM, you never save 3 items on death, but untradables are saved. So we'll just go with this instead and put these back into here. Alright, then the weapon we're going to be using is the Arc Light, and it helps a lot because you can one-hit the little, I don't know what they're called, little poles or whatever on the side. You can one-hit them with the Arc Light, and I think we're pretty much ready. This is the inventory that we're going with. I have the Slayer Helm just because it's a convenient helm to have. Skatizo counts as a Greater Demon and a Black Demon, so if you're on task, the Slayer Helm actually helps, but I just have it because it's easy to have. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I guess because like if I mess up this task, we'll have to get the totem again because you lose the totem each time. I probably should have spec first actually. Let's double pot up here, or no, I should, okay. Let's go to the house, we're gonna restore at the pool, and then we're gonna pot up, and now, let's try doing this. I wanna actually have the Arc Light spec for Skatizo. Okay, so we'll use this on the altar. We're risking everything, we're sure. We're gonna pray magic right when we get in there, because when you're far away, he mages you, and when you're standing next to him, he'll melee you. Great start. Okay, well, I'll see you back when we're done. Okay, there we go, he's dead, and it's a guaranteed hard clue, and 1 out of 5 chance, I believe, for a elite clue. Okay, and the task is done, and we actually got the elite clue out of that as well, so We'll try both of them, see if either of them are doable. But the main thing is that we got the task done. This is really weird. I just noticed because I was looking at the minimap and saw the yellow dot here. These altars are an NPC and an object. They have a blue option and a yellow option. I'm just trying to get the looting bag back now, but I want to show you a little update with the looting bag that just happened. I want to say it was part of the Bounty Hunter 2 rework, but maybe it has nothing to do with that, I'm not sure. But looting bags are not 1 out of 30 from every monster anymore. Now the rate of getting a looting bag is based on the monster's combat level. So you can see right here how it scales, and here's all the monsters. So you can see from these higher level monsters, it's 1 out of 3. And then if we go to the, where's the spider, the deadly red spider, which is like just north of the thugs, that's 1 out of 8. So compared to the thugs, I'm not sure what they are, because if I try to search up thug, nothing shows up for it, so maybe they just haven't released the rate. Maybe I could just calculate it with that thing, but it might be better to just kill the deadly red spiders from now on instead. But then again, it is a couple levels deeper in the willy, so it's a risk you gotta take. Yeah, so here's the thugs, and then here, okay, yeah, they're level 10, and here are the deadly red spiders right up here, and they don't poison you either. And this is level 4 willy right here, so it is a little bit riskier. But it's not multi-combat, so as long as you're in combat with these, you should be okay. Oh, and there we go. Second kill, we got the looting bag. Let's grab our chips and dip. And just to reiterate from last video, you cannot buy looting bags in this layer store anymore since Bounty Hunter 2's out. Same thing for the rune pouches too, which Ironman can never buy from there in the first place. So unfortunately, I had to drop the elite, but we do have the hard casket from that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start doing agility now, so I want to leave everything here at Hispori. Believe it or not, I hardly ever wear graceful. I think a lot of early game UIMs have to wear graceful a lot, but once you get to this stage in the account, unless you're doing some like very niche skilling methods, you hardly ever wear graceful. Just wear like whatever Slayer gear that I generally wear. Oh yeah, it's been so long, I totally forgot where it's at too. It's in the magic wardrobe, duh. Alright, so as you can see, in between training and agility, I do want to do birdhouse runs, and I also want to do farm runs too, because I've had these snapdragon and toeflax seeds sitting in the looting bag for a while. So we're gonna try to use up as many of these as possible, and believe it or not, I do not have a seed box yet, otherwise I'd be using it. I know rune pouches are now also only 750 Slayer points, but I just can't bring myself to commit to that yet. Maybe once we start doing Zammy, maybe then I'll get the rune pouch. But I have these blood runes here so I can alch while we do agility. And then the last things we need to get here is the explorer's ring and the arty cloak. Maybe I'll take off graceful so I can wear the arty cloak instead. That might be smart to do. But I can wear the explorer's ring. And then this is what the whole setup is looking like. This is what I'll be wearing when doing agility. I do have the Bryophyta staff, but because I'll be doing Seer's course and I'll be teleporting with the Candor and Hard Diary back to Seer's, I don't want to have to switch the staff every single lap. So I'm okay with losing out on like 5 or 10 GP or whatever it is per alch, if it means I get to pay less attention then. And I don't want to do Prifnos course because I have no use for the crystal shards at all. But I do want to get Marks of Grace because I want to start making stamina potions. So we will be committing a slot to staminas as well as the super energies, because we will not be able to get enough Marks of Grace to make all the super energies we have into staminas. But it'll be nice to get that pile started and going. Oh, you know what? I should have done the first herb run before I suicided, because this whole herb run is going to be herbs that we don't have in the inventory, so it's going to be kind of annoying. Maybe I'll get a looting bag and put it in there. But with these seeds, I'm going to be planting the snapdragons in this patch and the Hosidius patch, because those two patches are protected. And then the other patches, I'll just put the toeflax in those because I don't care as much that those die. Not that they die that often, but it's just guaranteed the snapdragons will grow and they're more valuable to me. Also, like a freaking idiot, I forgot to get my Tome of Fire out of here. That's something that we're really going to need. Very hard to alch without fire runes. I figure if we're going to be doing this for a few days, we may as well take advantage of every patch. So I'm making the basalts right now. And now we're set for all 9 of the patches in the game. And you can see I got the looting bag and I put all the herbs in there. I guess the herbs from this patch, I got to put those in there as well. And then we'll finally be ready to start doing agility. This patch is also disease free, so I'll be planting snapdragons in here as well. Okay, birdhouse run is done. We have all the items that we need in the inventory. This has taken a couple hours to set all this up and get everything that we need. This is why I always say UIMs can't really hop between skills, especially with stuff like this. I have my left click Camelot teleport set to Seers. So let's go over here and finally start training agility. This is my first time training agility since getting graceful. We got graceful, I think it's level 56 is when we finished graceful, and we now have level 76 agility. That is all through barb fishing. I'm sure there are a few quests that gave agility XP as well, but the bulk of that XP all came from fishing. We have 97 fishing, or like halfway to 98 as well right now too. So I think that's everything I had to say. If I did have to say anything, I'll just make a new clip for it. But after each lap right here, just teleport back to Seers instead of running back to the start of the course. This just takes you right here and saves time that way. And I will be alching as I do this too, get some extra magic XP. Now, I don't know, for me at least, when I alch while training agility or fletch or do something while training agility, it makes it like less mind numbing, or makes me like, I don't know, enjoy it more, I guess. Maybe I'm just addicted to the XP drops, but yeah, I guess I'll see you back when something cool happens. 84 Hunter, once again, all through birdhouses, and 84 now means we can finally catch these ninja implings barehanded, because I never go to get the butterfly net in the jar because it just takes too much time. So now we can finally start catching those and get some more elks and stuff from them. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah, there it is, 77 agility, the first level since actually training agility, getting 56 when we were getting graceful a long time ago. The first non-fishing agility level, 77. This is my first time actually seeing this message right here. I know it's been in the game for quite a bit now, but I haven't been playing much recently. No, you can't tell me what to do. I feel attacked. Okay, here we are back with another agility level. There is 78 agility. All right, and there is 79 agility, which actually unlocks a very nice shortcut. This Karazi jungle vine climb. Let me show this to you. There's a couple hard clues. There's like one here and one here. And every time I have to buy the machete from this shop and then cut through the jungle over here. But now I'll be able to use this vine, and now I don't have to worry about buying the machete and cutting through the jungle. Now we just go straight through here. Sounds very nice. And yeah, one more level left to go. So we unlock that Serb shortcut. Oh no, I missed it. Okay, I teleported home. I meant to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're 2 XP off. No, but that looks really cool though. Okay, all we have to do now is jump down here, and that is going to put us at 80 agility, which means we can now use the Relica course for training agility in the future, and we can use that Taverley Dungeon shortcut to get to Serb faster. Right now though, we only have 214 Marks of Grace, and to trade in Marks of Grace, you have to trade in 10 at a time. So I want to finish up and get 220 Marks of Grace, so we don't have to waste like 4 extra Marks of Grace. So for that, we're going to go over to the Relica course, because the requirement for Seer's course is level 60, and we now have level 80. And when you're 20 levels over the requirement for the course, you only get 20% of the Marks of Grace that you normally get. This course is slightly less XP per hour, but obviously we'll get way more Marks of Grace doing this, and we're not here for too long. If we were here for longer, I get the Bryophyte staff just so we could save some nature runes, but we're not going to be here for too long since we only need 6 Marks of Grace. So I'll see you back once we finish off 220. Oh, and that was a elite task for the Fremnik area. Well, there we go. We just got the last Mark of Grace for 220. So next video, we'll be turning those in and start making stamina potions, and finally commit to having that stack of staminas and commit a slot to that, because that's a potion that we're going to need forever. In the future, whenever I train agility, I'll probably come back here until we unlock the RD course, because I enjoy it more and I do like having Marks of Grace for staminas. Next time we do train agility, we'll have to get 85 for the RD Elite Diary, because you can boost to 90 to do the RD course for that diary. You have to do 1 lap of it. But other than that, I guess we're done with agility for a while now that we have the Cerberus shortcut unlocked. League starts in just a few days in real time. So I don't want to get into the whole Cerberus grind now and then just put it off for 2 months and then come back to it, because I do want to AFK those 2 months during leagues on this account while I play leagues on the main. So there's a few other quick grinds I want to get done out of the way next video before we start that 1 or 2 months or however long we end up AFKing on here. I actually really need to start making a plan for leagues, because I have not done like any planning at all yet. It starts in 3.5 days, so I really gotta start coming up with something. And a quick price check of all the toad flax and the snapdragons that we got. That's what we have, and we still have some seeds left over. I do want to try to use up the rest of these snapdragon seeds just to save another spot, so hopefully we can finish up using those, since I only do 3 per run, since I only use the snapdragons in the disease-free patches. But yeah, that will wrap it up for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.